See, you know what? Maybe Insurgent, they have the secret sauce. They figured out the secret formula.
Who's Swab?
You're still going in on this.
I meant to know these things and I don't, and it makes me upset. Can you Google Swab?
I'll double check for you. I'll double check for you while you give us some narrative coming into game 2.
Well, Insurgent, let's see if they punish themselves, first and foremost.
Jeez. Did we actually get a reason why they didn't take the ban?
Punishing themselves.
Okay.
Yeah. They just seem to miss their first ban and second ban all the time.
Yeah, unfortunately, all we're getting for our little search here is, oh, well, it auto-corrected to sword, obviously, so it was giving me sword from back in the day.
Nah, we want Swab.
Sword.
He is the chosen Swab.
The chosen sword.
The Swab to finish all the other Swabs.
Let's double check here.
Swab, Swab.
No, instead I'm just getting chemical reactions.
Okay.
Because apparently it's an abbreviation for a medical term.
Okay, nice.
So, yeah. I don't got
Safe
anything.
when only reacting benzonitis. I don't know.
What?
I don't know. It's the acronym, SWRB.
Yeah, this is why I didn't take Bio 30.
See what our raccoons buy.
What?
SWORB.
See what our raccoons buy.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't got anything better than that, probably. Okay.
See, I'm good at this. I'm really good at this.
Yeah, I think... I don't know where we're getting this. I don't know where this is going, I'm afraid. But now say, this is possibly another import that you're bringing into the squad. You want to see the chemistry coming in here for win. Does this, maybe possibly change up some of their win condition we might be looking at? Or, it might be similar with Libero.
Nah, exactly the same as before. Get topside snowballing.
They just want to see, with Sword. Maybe he's got a different kind of, champion pool.
I like that they banned up Tristana, by the way.
They said you're not allowed to take.
No Tristana for you.
No Tristan for you, and we're picking Corki. We're going back to normal picks. None of this Zed versus Aatrox.
Belby's a good Corki. You should play the champion when it's open.
There you go.
It's great.
Ooh, do we see the Leo? Not Leon. Why did I say Leon?
Leon is
Ionia.
a Guardian Noble pick.
I think it was Ionia. I was thinking Irelia from Ionia.
One of the three one of the three Guardians that will be available soon, as Pantheon has been reworked.
Yeah, because for some reason they're like, let's make a Dragon Guardian.
I think it's a good idea.
Busted.
Yeah, he already looks busted.
Actually busted. Ooh, look at this. We're also going to get the Kench getting locked in here right away for win. Lots of safety coming out here from the Jess for his bot lane. Irelia 2. Have we seen Shadow on Irelia yet?
Yes.
Yeah. And I think it was equally as disgusting as everything
Yes,
else.
is one of his pocket picks.
Yeah.
Shadow on Irelia, it's just like, it's a beautiful thing to watch. And oh my goodness.
They go ahead and pick the Kaisa and the Braum.
I thought that was Kagame for a second, so I got excited, but it's not.
No.
They've opened him up for a Sivir pick, though, because they did pick Tom Kench, so it doesn't make sense to pick Ezreal anymore.
Just pick the Sivir. Press your R button.
He will.
Farm.
He's going to pick Sivir, and you'd probably see him take Teleport as well. And now you've got a global composition. They're just going to use the bottom lane to farm. That's what we saw last time. What the Just played Tom Kench is that instead of being a 3-man top side, it became a 4-man top side, and it allowed them to snowball even faster win. So we should see that. Kagame should be left to just clear out waves bottom side, or use the teleport to join big team plays if he needs to in the future.
So we have ourselves the Sivir. Take a look at our second ban phase. Renekton banned out here by win. Don't want to see Polar with that Crocodile anytime soon. As well as the Jax actually being banned out here. So again, lots more targeted toward Polar. Insurgent getting rid of the J4. And as well as the Kiana. Now here for win, what do you want to show? Do you go with your jungle? Is Swarb the chosen one of LST?
Makes sense to play jungle here. I had a dream that I missed the Sejuani ult.
Oh, wow. Was it
That's
a
how
nightmare?
bad it was. No, it was just like one of those, like, you can't miss this ult. Big game thing, and I missed it.
Ooh. All right, we're going to get ourselves a Trundle lock in here. coming out from Insurgent. Is that a Trundle in the jungle? Possibly for Tenfin.
Makes sense against Sejuani.
Wow, we're just going to get really tanky here for Insurgent.
That's interesting. Scion being played top side of the map is an interesting pick. You have some really cute level 1s that you can make use of, taking red buffs, dying to take camps very early on. Some cute things, and he's just strong top side of the map. Irelia normally doesn't bother, because if you stand still to press your Q, that's a free stun for Irelia. And Irelia can dash around, so I don't think Shadow's going to bother too much about this. And Ahej just goes back to a comfort control mage of his, being Cassiopeia.
Actually, it used to be a really hard matchup for the Scion back when you had the bonus damage from the Irelia. So you couldn't even use that Soul Furnace to actually...
Right, because she just shreds through the shield.
Now that interaction, though, doesn't exist. They got rid of it off the Irelia, so it's a little nicer for Scion. But like you mentioned, it's very telegraphed what you're doing with Scion, and that's an easy play.
She's no longer a shield breaker.
Which I thought was really cool.
Yeah.
I liked having the shields.
Too bad. Riot hates fun. Unlucky. Next time.
Well, now they just gave it to Blitzcrank.
Yeah, beep boop, I'm a robot. Next
Beep,
time.
boop, get rid of your shields. See if I care. We're going to go ahead, though, and load on into the Rift for Game 2, and we'll see if Win are able to close things out here in a quick 2-0 over Insurgent. Let's see if they're able to turn things around.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
League of Legends!
Oh, there's Shadow already getting some damage. Ooh, Polar, though.
Yeah, punch him.
Boom.
Punch
Big
him.
autos. Big autos. Coming in. Oh, the Q. Oh, Shadow. Oh, the rest of the team's coming over. Okay, so much for the 1v1. Polar's like, come on.
Why would you chase that? Why would you go down the river that far? On top of that, you have a ward that actually spotted out Swarp and Ahej way before they got there, and you still chased.
You're focused on the 1v1 fish, all right?
No, you don't, because in a one-on-one between
you
two
need to
champions,
exert dominance.
there are very, very, very few champions that can win one-on-ones that early in the amount of time that it would take you not to run back to your tower. One of them is Trundle. And you know what? You know what two of the champions are not? You know, Scion and Irelia. They're, you know, two champions that are not those champions that can win the one-on-ones very quickly. So stop it. Don't be in. You're a professional player. Act like one.
All
Both of you.
All I ask of the new face here from Win is we see more than 20% of the Sejuani ultimates on camera actually hit.
Okay.
That is the current evaluation here for Swarm. If
Okay.
he's able to do that, God tier jungle. I have no issues. Take a look up to the top. Shadow's already primed with Conqueror Polar. You can't go in for this. Oh my lord. That's just no respect.
Even stops him from clearing out the wave. Polar should be able to get a lot of this CS because he's just dead. Yeah, you get it. Oh yeah, you get him, Scion.
That's the secret. That's how he's going to go even in lane.
Just dies and farms.
Just dies and that's how.
Farms.
And Shadow doesn't
back
care.
To lane.
He's got Conqueror again. Okay. He didn't have the resets though, but that's very similar to what we saw in Game 1. You know, just no respect.
Same as the last time we saw Shadow play Irelia. He just understands the matchup so well.
Oh jeez.
Oh my.
Oh no. Oh no.
I hope you like damage.
Yeah, that's still going to be another chunk there.
I miss old Scion when his E used to like chunk people out with poke and you could max it.
He used
That
to
was
just
fun.
go,
You just yell at a minion and it runs back towards your teammate and hurts them so much. You just take so much damage from fear alone.
When you could just, play Wizard Scion. Well, let's see Tenfin here. He's going to make an appearance down toward this ball lane. Already going to force a flash. They should get the stun onto the Ken. She's already, though, pretty far underneath tower. They do at least pop the shield. So with the Jess down to about 200 health. He does have some health pots, though, he was sticking through. So
very nice from Tenfin. Held on to the Pillar of Filth for quite some time, allowing them to get that little bit of extra damage at the end against what the Jets just sneak and see if they could get a kill. That is disturbing. It's actually very disturbing.
A little bit. I think it's the butt shake that kind of gets it for me.
Dude, speaking of Wizard Scion, by the way. Well, I can't speak of Wizard Scion. Semper's going for another gank.
All right, Tenfin making appearances here on that Trundle. Gonna flash underneath the tower. Oh, Orange, though, he gets a little bit of health back. And Belby also gonna tank a tower shot there. So lucky they didn't take any more damage from the tower there.
He literally got all that hit points back from the rune. What's it called? Time Warp Tonic?
Time Warp Tonic, yeah.
Gave him a boost of hit points when he consumed the potion instead of over time. That allowed him to stay alive there. Blew the flash from Tenfin. He almost dies from that one, but nice play from Marhedge to escape it. OG Scion to me is release Scion, where you used to just press your shield, stun someone with a Q, and then just like you hear the sound, boom, and then just everyone dies. That was OG Wizard Scion, because your stun had a 1-to-1 ratio and your W had like a even more ridiculous ratio. So you would just buy Rabadons and Moby Boots and run around ganking people, because if you stun them, they die. It's really ridiculous. You used to just not take a point in R at level 9, because then you want your W level 5 first.
Yeah. Oh no, Shadow's going to do it again. Polar. This is unfortunate. Shadow can just jump to him. Doesn't have ult yet. Still has flash, and the auto attack range on Aurelia means Polar still can't run away. Oh boy. Very similar to what we saw last time Shadow was on the Aurelia.
Yeah, Polar's not playing this Scion pick well. Using abilities that allows Aurelia to fight him however she wants, so Polar's having a very tough time top lane. At least he's a tank, so he presses his R, he'll run at people, and he will get a good stun off at the very beginning of fight. So they've got that going for them. Look at how well Kagame's doing now. He's got Sivir.
Yeah. Because all he has to do is clear out the wave. Oh, no. Belby.
It's very nice, Marhedge. He baits it with a Q, forces Belby to walk forward to dodge the Q, then immediate miasma into Twin Fangs. Very nice trading patterns coming out from Marhedge.
I guess once you have just level 3, when you have all of your abilities up, Cassio's just a monster in the 1v1. See Swarb. We haven't seen much of the Sejuani. Teleport's going to come out here. I believe that's Shadow or even a Kagame. No, that's going to be Shadow showing himself up here. They're going to be able to get themselves the stun as well as another one. So now you got Tenfin. He's trying to run. He's got no flash available. He's going to get taken down here as the kill goes on over to Sejuani.
Such a nice call coming up from Swarb there, just saying that we can fight this. I can cunt him down. I can make sure I get the stun down on towards Tenfin as well. And then Shadow just has to come through to pick up the kill. Very nicely played from Win. Now looking to try and see if they can even go for a dive against Polar.
Polar going to try and defend his control ward. It's going to go down here in the end. Swarb is perfectly fine as he Arctic assaults over the wall. Again, first time we've been seeing this substitute come out from Win. So far, so good, you know.
Look at how far ahead Win are in general. Jungle's even, but a kill in favor of Swarb, catching out Tenfin. Top lane's out of control. Mid lane is a 20 CS lead in favor of Win. And bottom lane's even. So even the lane that we expect to fall behind for Win is doing completely fine. Like, this match is heavily in Win's control. Shadow's even holding CS off the turret. LS just put out a really nice guide on YouTube, which is how to freeze waves in professional play to gain an advantage. If you're wondering what's going on top lane and why Shadow keeps finding these opportunities to go for these all-ins in a long extended wave, that's a really nice guide to watch, especially if you're a top laner. Because look at this. Polar knows he needs to step up to get farm, but every time he gets anywhere close, Shadow just goes to town, gets some damage, pops Conqueror, and says, if you come back, you die. And he set up this wave where, if he wanted to, he could have froze that longer.
Yeah, oftentimes actually keeping the minions at, you know, just that 1 Q range, because he can use it for the mobility to jump on top of him. He also gets the stacks on his passive, gets the quick stun. And you're going to get fully stacked Qs on top of the Conqueror as well. There's a lot of bonus damage just built up by just managing the wave so well. Let's see here. Tenfin going to try and once again, Dragon control has been a priority from this Insurgent jungle. We saw it in the first game too. Went for the Ocean Drake. This time around wants to get the Mountain Drake. It's a little bit extra tower damage. So Look at the neutral objective for themselves. They'll be happy.
Doesn't
Still
matter too
not
much.
able to do much down towards the bot lane, though. Lots of ward coverage, keeping the bot lane pretty safe here.
To be honest, the only thing that dragon does is stop the perfect game. That's it. Like a mountain dragon when you're behind is the worst dragon to have. It
Yeah.
doesn't give you anything unless you're winning. So not great. Unless you stack up 3 and magically get a Baron, not going to be too good. Swab's level 6 as well, so we can start to see these Sejuani ults become a huge impact in the game.
And we see Swarb here as well. Getting some pressure down early into that jungle. You're just under a minute now from the Rift Herald, and this has been pretty much the common go-to for win. Right when it spawns, get the Rift Herald, look for a fight, or try and get an odd man advantage in one of the lanes during a push. Lay down the Rift Herald, and then force your enemy team to decide what they want to lose. So no vision being left behind by Swarb kind of tells that, you know, maybe they're not going to go for this, but they are still pinging out the Rift Herald, so they do want to prioritize it once again.
Yeah, Win have always done very well with Rift Herald. That's part of their 2-turret strategy where they take Rift Herald and will trade 1 turret bottom lane to try and take 2 turrets top lane unexpectedly, especially with, you know, the added assistance of a tower dive coming out from their jungler.
See, Swarb here is going to meet up with Tenfin. Tenfin actually did a really good thing here. He came back up, wanted to support, because there was pings coming out from Win going for a dive possibly in the top lane.
They do need to be a little bit careful because now if they get into a skirmish, Tenfin can steal away Sejuani's armor and resistance, and especially if Sejuani's passive is available, then you're gonna, you know, get a lot of resistance for yourself on Trundle, and Sejuani will lose a significant amount when the passive drops.
Oh, our hedge going to get the mana rush there. That's going to force the package to be used defensively there by Belby, and Rift Herald's going to go down, so Win are going to have that in their back pocket now for the next 4 minutes.
Very standard play coming out for Win. It's net them a nice 3,000 gold lead just 10 minutes into the match. It's no laughing matter. Insurgent aren't falling drastically behind, but still enough for this to be very heavily in Win's control right now.
Jeez. Shadow. This looks like back in the day when your YouTubers used to set up, you know, your custom lobbies to get footage. Shadow is just playing this so well. You're now looking at a 50 CS advantage with 2 kills. Arguably, you know, for Win, you do have all this gold onto the Irelia, so Shadow does need to start utilizing that advantage somehow.
Needs to transition it somewhere. I'd like to see the Rift Herald use.
Okay,
welcome back.
He's back. He's fine. You know, just maybe dropped a frame and was like, I gotta restart. Belby, once again, trying to spot out anyone here. Oh, no, Belby, you gotta be careful. He doesn't know. He's just set up for the ultimate. Tries to get away, uses the Valkyrie, but the miasma is going to be there. Ultimate used by RH, and hello, there's a Kentra out in the corner. Beautifully done here from Win.
Hey, the ultimate for Sejuani connected.
Hey, first one of the game, 1 for 1.
1 for 1 for Swab. Currently, best Sejuani in LST. Step aside. What's the name?
Libero?
Yeah, step aside.
Oh, no. And with that one catch, now with Belby unable to really answer this, you could maybe use a teleport, but that turret's already down. So that's going to be first break gold going solo onto Shadow as well. That's a 700 just injection we saw.
And we should see Insurgent do what they always do. Win do what they always do, which is push for a second turret. Or are they going to decide not to for the very first time with this? Well, they decide they're not going to push for the second turret.
Pretty hard to actually get the Rift Herald closer to that tower. Sion does have the interaction where he can push back Shelly, but instead they might just go here for a roam in the mid lane. See Martin being very defensive here. But once again, get the odd man advantage into a separate lane while Rift Herald is trying to apply pressure elsewhere. Do they go for a dive? Swarb does not have the ultimate available. And they have okay wave clear here with Corki, so it doesn't look like they're going to be able to get much else. Still, though, 6,000 gold lead off your first turret tower. A 0 to 4, 13.5 minutes. Martin's going to try and clear out the ward coverage. Otherwise, though, we haven't paid much attention to the bot lane. But that is pretty much the usual when you have a Sivir being picked up. And Kagame's been able to stay even this whole time, neutralize the bot lane. Hasn't gone out of control here for Shout or Martin.
Yeah, it's just been Kagame wave clearing, making sure he picks up all the CS possible. They've even taken an extra turret plating ahead of Insurgent, so they're doing perfectly fine at the bottom lane. This is just a much more calm, standard match from Win, and they're still on track for a 20-minute victory here, Opal.
Oh yeah, they can still pull it off.
They're 6,000 gold ahead. 14 minutes in. One more big play that swings them to 10k, and 10k is the kill zone right now in League Legends.
See here, Win, they're going to position themselves to get their first dragon of the game. So you can see it, take a look at the turret plates. Only 1 secured by Insurgent, 9 in favor of Win. Honestly, like, for Win, it's not necessarily always kills. Oh, jeez. Again, the item spikes for Shadow. Has a Trinity Force, has a GA.
Yeah, and
14
Polar
minutes.
has nothing.
Yep. He's got Ninja Tabbies. He's got boots this time.
That's it. Shadow's got his teleport as well, so he can just jump in. Cheeky play from Martin. Just try to knock what the Jess in towards the team.
Oh, okay. There we go. Here comes the
And
teleport,
it's
though.
fine.
How long or how much are you going to use for a Tom Kench? That's going to be 3 ultimates. Here comes over toward the sides. Just one ultimate is going to connect, and you see how much they're using for the Kench, but they're going to lose out on 2 members. You're going to lose all 3 here that tried to go for the engage. Polar going to try and turn back here. Teleport's coming back out from our edge, and now they're just going to go ahead, hunker down onto Polar, and that is going to be 4 members lost here on the side of Insurgent, picking up only the support.
Yeah, using so much to try and hunt down what the Jess. That play should have been called off as soon as Martin's cheeky play didn't work. He tried to hit the blast cone and knock everyone back into the team. As soon as that doesn't work, as soon as that fizzles out, that's where you go, okay, we tried, it's not happening, it's not connecting, let's just live to fight another day. They lose mid lane turret and potentially top lane inner. I know they don't go for it. Top lane had a nice big wave for it, but Kagame is going to get some good damage onto bottom lane outer as well, and that's snowballed them into a good 9,000 gold lead here,
Yeah.
Opal.
Like you said,
9,000.
we're starting to get it. We're starting to get in kill range now for Win. You see Polar is going to have to use his teleport just to get down to the bot lane to try and prevent that from going down. Just a quick and simple reset here. But still, you know, playing from the top side of the map. Honestly, if you're Win at this point, this is kind of your solo queue game where you see your top laner go up 2 kills and you're like, oh, okay. We just don't have to throw. Just play calm, collective, play smart. Every other lane has been able to do their job here. And it's like a slightly different kind of pace than what we used to when Libero. Libero, I think, likes to play just a little bit faster in the jungle. It's also your pick, too. It's your Sejuani. You're not necessarily playing extremely fast.
Sort of feels very calm the way he plays. I liked watching him play so far. He's been very standard on this Sejuani.
Shadow doesn't care. He doesn't care who's down here because he's got buddies coming along with him. He took the tower, and they're just going to come in. Polar's dead once again. They just jump on top of him. They're going to stun him up. Polar's going to get taken down here. Conqueror's going to rip him apart. Shadow picks up another one, picks up the CS on the way out, and also gets a quick stun.
But they're just like, no, don't touch my minions. We need those.
You're like, we need those for the push. Swarb still also has the ultimate available, so no one can really defend this tower without getting dived. They're also going to look for a play. How much are you going to use? 3 members down here. Respect being shown to this Irelia. As Win also just going to go ahead and clear out the wards in the jungle. There's still the one down behind the red buff. Insurgent have to be careful because they're just going to get cut off from the towers. Second tier tower mid lane going to go down here. Do they force? Are you really sure about this, Polar? Sure, you get in behind. You didn't get any damage. Didn't get any CC. And Sejuani ultimate's going to connect on to Martin. He gets back to safety, but the rest of the team's damage follows through. Twin Fangs finds its mark. You saw the Vanguard's edge being popped there by Shadow. It didn't connect, but now with minions in the base, they can continue going forward. They land the stun here onto Tenfen. He's going to get exhausted, ends up using the ultimate to try and claim back some resistances. He's going to survive, but that mid lane tower isn't.
Free turret, free inhibitor being picked up by Win 18 minutes into the match. So not as fast as their first game, but on track for another quick win here. They want this inhibitor.
Belby?
He's got ulti.
Going for a hero play here, bud? No, I don't think so. Once again, Win can calmly just walk back to their base. They now have an 11,000 gold lead. They're clearing out jungle. They're starving it away from the side here of Insurgent. It's just nice, beautiful League of Legends.
Game might be in trouble. Oh, he's fine. Belby had ultimate. Thought he would have gone for that, but decides not to.
I think he didn't know where Shadow was, because Shadow was last seen heading toward the bot side. Let's see here, though.
He
Insurgent.
goes back and buys a full Jarum's Fist.
Oh, jeez. Easy catch, though.
Oh, Tempest's in trouble.
Our edge. Oh, Shout. Jumps in. Oh, no. Tenfent just dying to the tower. Polar's now a little too far forward. What the Jess can eat him up if he wanted to. He's waiting for the cooldown, I believe. Here comes that Sejuani around the corner. And once again, Polar gets caught out, and the score line looks very similar to what we saw in Game 1.
Swab just using...
Oh, jeez. Swarp, come on, bud. They're just BMing at this
using
point.
a stopwatch. Shout's in trouble. What are you doing back in there?
Shout. Oh, no. Shadow just flicks him. Just gives him a quick flick.
What was that? Trying to dive a Tahm Kench Cassiopeia just seems like the worst idea ever. Tempest was trying to get away from it with his flash, but he was on top of the miasma the whole time. So he couldn't flash out of the turret range.
Like, unfortunately here for me, trying to like kind of gauge, you know, the power level of Swarm coming into this match, all I could tell is he's a smart player.
Yeah, he's smart.
He's smart.
He's mechanically sound and he's smart. I think that's kind of what Win needs sometimes in the matches against teams like Mega. They need a jungler who is a bit more mechanically strong and makes smart decision makings, because Libero is very good. He's a mechanically refined jungler, but he's super aggressive.
And sometimes that comes back and bites him.
Yes. Whereas Swab was just, he's like the gentle giant jungler.
He comes in, you know, it's like the Hulk. You know, he brings
Pretty
you a
much.
taco. He says, you're doing okay. You're doing good.
Martin, you don't want to fight this, buddy.
Martin,
You might die.
Don't, Martin, oh my lord! Vanguard's Edge coming out. Gonna use the Fisher just to get
They used the Fisher and the Cyan ultimate. They're like, no, Irelia! This whole time Baron's been taken, by the way.
Oh no. And Shadow's down here just like, hi, look at me. Hi. I'm the Aurelia.
Martin had some, you know, big right there, because he just saw Aurelia's like, I'm Brom. And Aurelia touched him, I'm not Brom. Stand in front of me.
Stand in front of Brom.
Stand in front of Brom. Brom, no, Brom's scared
You
of
have
Aurelia.
a problem? Not Brom's fault. Oh boy.
You have a problem, tell Riot, not Brom.
Oh boy. And when they're just gonna go up to top lane, clear out the minion wave. Push now here onto the second tier tower. Just taking their sweet time. Looking like a lazy night here for Win if they wanted to. Everything looking calm, cool, and collected as they take down the second tier tower. We see Polar getting the knock-up. He got the knock-up, unfortunately, you know, onto the Tahm Kench, so not the priority target, to say the
They're going
least.
to try and fight because Aurelia's not here. But look at how much damage Polar's doing.
Shadow
Oh my God,
also
he's dead.
has teleport, too, if they wanted to. They don't even need the Irelia at this point. Polar's going to get taken down.
What?
And now it's a 4v5. Swarp is in behind Belby. Belby, oh no. You might have a cute doggy, but you're just going to get slaughtered on the miasma. RH finding the kill.
What was that? What was that fight?
I
It was
don't
so
know.
Coordinated.
I don't know. Shadow flashing under with the Vanguard's Edge. They're just dancing on the edge of the tower. Flawless Duet's going to also connect. Shout going for the killer instinct. He might get 1v1 though. RH does so much damage. Oh my goodness.
All RH had to do was hit one Q, and he does. And he's just able to trade with those Twin Fangs. Such an easy game coming out from Win here. 17-1, 23 minutes in, an absolute shellacking.
Looking like our fastest series here of the LST. Swarm just going to jump in, gets the knock up. And once again, Minion's going to finish off the Nexus 1-17. It was only that one kill and one dragon that prevented the perfect game once again for Win.
There's no words.
You know,
I've got no words left.
we just came into the Friday office and
That's what that
Okay.
was. Just smack.
it was a good smack in there.
Like he gave the game one was the warning, like, hey! And then game two was the
It's when they clap back. Except there wasn't actually a clap back, it was just a smack.
nah, there was no clapping back after that. They took both their hands off. They can't clap anymore.
Oh, jeez.
Yep.
Oh, no. That was a game. That was a series.
Oh boy.
It was expected. Like, Win is a really good team. And like we mentioned, it was top of table versus bottom.
I don't think anyone coming into today's match didn't expect that outcome. Maybe, a little bit more trickiness from Insurgent, maybe putting up a slightly better fight. Didn't see that.
Yeah.
At all. It was just it was just a train, like Insurgent and then the train. And then the rest of it was just history. Full train.
Full train.
Yep. And in that train, they had gym equipment, so like weights and stuff. So that train was a heavy train. Yeah. And all Insurgents were just dressed in robes, so no armor, nothing, just full run over. Train's also like 4 kilometers long.
And you also just got like, using the gym equipment is Win. Just, flexing at that point. Because this fight here, Polar doesn't get ACC. Martin tries to disengage.
No, but what's again, you look at the fight and you just go, what's the call here? Because Polar's obviously saying we fight this, but what's Shout, Tenford, and Belby are just doing, like, I'll show you on camera later. I'll show you what they were doing in that whole fight, but it was just simple. Like,
yeah.
You could see that Polar's like, I'm going in for the engage. And then Tenford and Martin are like, okay, we can back you up. And then the rest of the team's like doing these ones, like, yeah.
And then everyone else is still engaging over here.
We can go, yeah. Never threw a single punch. Like the whole time, if you watch Kaiser's model, she's just doing this. Just kiting on the spot. Just getting ready. Like, yeah, they'll get in position soon. Yeah, I'm getting ready. Oh, they're all dead. Okay, I'm going home. So it's like, if you're going to make the Hail Mary play...
At that point, she's like, can I Killer Instinct away from the enemy team?
Yeah, if you're going to make the Hail Mary play, commit to it. I think that was a very poor time to engage. Turret's going down, so you don't get the 6-man turret. And Polar...
Polar had a rough
He's
series.
so far behind. You can't be initiating if 3 Twin Fangs kills your frontline tank.
True.
It's not okay. That's not how that works.
Yeah.
You need to be tanky.
Yeah, I think we said it before. It was just kind of a lack of it was a little bit of disrespect coming up in that top lane. And Shadow was like, okay, I'll just win.
I like that they showcased a new jungler though. He was very fun to watch. Swab was pretty cool.
Yeah, calm.
Helped them with the 2-0 victory. Libera had a really good game on Silence, so he was blowing people up in that match. But Swab had a really good start. Didn't miss a Sejuani ult.
Yeah, 100% Sejuani ult connections on camera.
And also puts Win at the top of the table.
Yeah, as they currently now have 4 wins, but they still have a game in hand over Liab, so that means they take sole possession of top place so far.
There's also only one scenario where Insurgent make it into the LST playoffs. They have to win both their remaining games, and Axis Empire must lose all their remaining games. That's the only way. There are a few other scenarios like Detonator and Steel Wolves, dropping all their games, and Insurgents, not, but that's not going to happen. Steel Wolves and Detonator have to play, so one of them gets ahead.
Let's take a look here. As tomorrow, our matchups, we got Armored Project taking on Detonator, and then later on in the night, we will have Steel Wolves taking on Axis Empire. That second one should be pretty good. It's
6th place match, but Steel Wolves and Axis Empire are both your dark horses of the LST. These are the teams, Axis Empire went all the way to the finals, having a disappointing split so far. And Steel Wolves have been long-time rivals of Liab and, the dark horse of the Philippines. So that's the featured matchup of the week. Project against Detonator, it's 2 new teams coming into the league. Excited to see this bottom lane matchup, especially with White Wing playing Farmer Project. Really curious to see how he's going to do against Detonator. The Japanese organization with a LOL team in Thailand.
Yeah, seen Detonator come over there, so we'll see how they're able to do tomorrow. But again, we only had the one series for tonight. It was a quick night.
Yeah.
Early fix. How quick?
80 minutes.
Wow. That was pretty cool.
80 minutes start to end. Total game time was less than 50.
Yeah.
That's it.
Well, that's going to be it for us tonight. It was a quick one, but we do, of course, have more LST coming out on the weekend, so we'll see you guys then.